Alright, this is kind of a quick rundown of, well, I got the Corvair truck, and there's the motor, and kind of what the plan is, and my thoughts on this thing. So, basically my plan is to take the tail light assembly, pretty much from about the junction here, and down and back, right along those lines, pull that out, and then use that on both sides. Make that into over the fender tail lights, turn signals for a trike that I'm building with the motor, and a bunch of steel that I just went and got a bender on the way. So that's as far as the tail lights. Kind of what I was thinking, pulling the back corner. Basically there's a seam here that runs down and around underneath the tail light, and just kind of sawzall just right around that seam, and then pull the whole thing, and then see what I can do with sheet metal to make that into something that'll go onto the back of a fender. As far as the body on this truck, this is the left side where it was hit. You can see these are actually pieces of 2x4 that were put in there and then covered up with this piece of sheet metal right here. That's really the major portion of body work that needs to be done and taken care of. I believe this piece here is probably that same, I don't know if you can see that forward piece just forward of that is that same sheet metal, just kind of stuck up there and screwed in. I think it's just screwed into the side there with the sheet metal screws, you can see. And the plan for the gas tank I'm going to take the actual filler neck here, just this portion off, and use the actual, no kidding, Corvair filler for that. And then as far as headlights are concerned, not sure how much we'll be able to see, but same idea as the tail light. There's a seam right up here. I don't know how much of that I actually need. I'm probably just looking where the white, down to the white, and then I'll bottom of the white here, and I don't know, either that much, or from this seam all the way down on both sides and back, and then I'll wind up welding the two sides together, making myself a nice headlight bucket. I'll keep the I think that headlight bezel over there is probably the best one I got. Keep that portion of it. But as far as other work this truck needs, kick panels there are pretty rotted out. Got some movement in them there. And then obviously the whole floor needs to be replaced. I do have a seat that I had recovered. All the seat mounts are good and solid in there. So I had a seat that I got covered, and spent quite a bit on the seat, but obviously if I'm not going to use the rest of the truck, the seat doesn't do me much good. Also got a couple of the doors. Got both doors off this truck, and I got a tailgate and a side gate from the blue truck, and got a gas tank. I've painted the outside of that gas tank and also had the inside of it coated with I forget what it's called, but the basic rust preventative and hole sealer. The tank is good, been pressure checked. So that tank is an original tank, still good to go. I'm thinking of using, there's an old engine cover. I'm probably going to use that for the front floor of the trike. It's motors again over there, but use that for the front floor portion, or maybe floorboards, footboards, something like that. Cut that piece of metal up to use for that. And not sure what else I got. The only major thing that I've done to this thing that would make it major part I need to get or pull off a different truck would be right there. I had to cut the A-frame up to get the axle out. I couldn't get that yoke off without putting it in a 40-ton hydraulic press, so it's stuck on there pretty good. So I had to cut the A-frame out to pull the axle out, so I could get that apart and get it fixed up. Other than that, like I said, both of the side gates are there. I think I got some other miscellaneous parts in that red bin there underneath everything, so I'll get that cleaned out and maybe get a better video, better picture of it. But this over here is kind of a wire frame cut out of the bottom portion of the frame. Sorry. Pull this out here in the light. That's approximate measurements and the bend angle and everything that I'm going to use for the bottom frame of the trike, and then there's going to be obviously a top frame that'll be about 18 inches taller than that. That whole thing will be 6 inches off the ground and be directly under the exhaust tubes. You can see the exhaust logs under there, under the engine. Those will ride about 8 inches off the ground, about 2 inches off the top of the lower frame rail that's there. So all sorts of kind of craziness going on, different ideas, different stuff going on, and of course I'm going to be moving in 3 months or less. So I guess I'm going to have to get this project going and press on with it. So I'm hoping I'm not going to need this again, as it's like, I don't know, 70 degrees and bright sunny out. But we'll see. It is Nebraska. Might have to pull that back out. And see, I've got a fancy jig right there. I got about 6 pieces of 2x4 put together, but figure that out too. But that's Corvair. That's kind of where it is. I'll get a couple close-up shots of some of the other bodywork issues we've got. Front edge of this door, the side gate is messed up a little bit, and of course the major old Bondo work from years gone by down there. But if that other truck, that blue truck's got panels on it, it should be good to go with it. So just let me know what you think.